Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. This is a an informational video. What a lot of players and dungeon masters ignore this, and I want to. I have to stress it because there's people out there that don't. They take things for granted, and so in this is for those people. This is for dungeon masters with players who do that in their game. They take things for granted. Okay, it is a foregone conclusion in any AD&D game that there will be combat. The downside of combat is that people die. Most of the time, it's the monsters that bite the dust, but once in a while, it is the PC, or PCs, that get the short end of the stick. And if you've got players who are particularly attached to their character, they're going to want it back. If a player character is a low-level, newer character, chances are the player just needs to work up another character. If the player character is a higher level character or is integral to the storyline somehow, sometimes it behooves the group to get the character back. In real life, death is permanent. In Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, not so much. Unless you're a half-orc, apparently. Let's read. There are several routes player characters can take to facilitate getting a dead player character back. Most of it is clerical. One of it is druid and magic user. There's two clerical spells that I've researched. And there's other ways as well. I'm not saying there's not. But these are the basic ways. The first is Raise Dead. It's a 5th level clerical spell. And it has a time limit. The person can only be dead 1 day per level of the cleric casting the spell. So if your cleric is 20th level and he's been dead 30 days, you're SOL. Got to find some other way. This only works on dwarves, gnomes, half-elves, halflings, and humans. Apparently half-orcs are shit out of luck. You're done. Sorry. This is probably why very few people run half-orcs. At least they did back then. Back then, people really didn't run half-orcs. I have one good friend, Randy, who runs a half-orc named Vlad, and the character's a badass. And Randy ran him well, and he survived. He never died and had to get resurrected that I'm aware of. So, the next one is Resurrection, which is a 7th level clerical spell. It also has a time limit. 10 years per clerical level. So if that same 20th level cleric tried a resurrection spell, the guy could have been dead up to 200 years and still work okay. It works on the same races as the Raise Dead. So once again, half-orcs are, they're going to get the shaft. This is the way it is. There is another method of bringing player characters back. This is not a Raise Dead where they bring the body back and everything. This is called Reincarnation. It is a 7th level druid spell and a 6th level magic user spell. The time limit for the druid one is 1 week. The time limit for the magic user one is 1 day per magic user level. So if you're outside of that time frame, your Reincarnate will not work. It works on any race. But here's the kicker. You're probably going to change races. So this will work on half-orcs. Be sure to read through the spells very carefully. Each of them has a different chart that they're going to reincarnate into. And the spells are quite specific how to do it. Most dungeon masters I know of allow Raise Dead and Resurrection to work on half-orcs. But some do not. It is completely up to you. There are several items also, artifacts, things like that allow Raise Dead and Resurrection. Read through them very carefully. If they say, as per the spell, it may not work on a half-orc. Okay. I enjoy running half-orcs. Every dungeon master I have played under has allowed Raise Dead to work on half-orcs because they're half-human. That being said, it doesn't say it in the book. It says specifically these are the ones it works on, and that's it. So, hopefully, you have a dungeon master that's a little more easygoing. But if not, run something other than a half-orc. That's all I got to tell you. All right, hope this finds everybody well. And again, this is not how you have to do it. This is what it says in the book, and this is how I do it. So, Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.